Hello friends, welcome once again to ASOMNOF Online Maths. In this video, I'm going to derive the quadratic formula from completing square method. Remember that this video is proudly sponsored by YouLesson app. Catch me on their TikTok page at YouLesson app. Go to Play Store, download and subscribe to their app so that you can enjoy my math videos. This formula, many students call it the almighty formula, but the correct name is the quadratic formula, which is equal to x is minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. You can derive this formula from the standard form of a quadratic equation, which is ax squared, the ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. This is the standard form of any quadratic equation. Then to solve this, or to make the x the subject of the formula, you have to divide everything here by a because the leading coefficient is a. In order to ensure that this works very well, the leading coefficient should be 1. And to make it 1, divide everything by a. Divide everything by a. So that a will cancel a. We are having x squared plus b over ax plus c all over a is equal to 0 because 0 divided by a is 0. Anything over 0 will still give you 0. Now let us move the constant term to the right hand side. That is the term without any letter, without letter x, which is c over a. We shall move it to the right hand side. Hence we shall have that x squared plus b over ax is equal to minus c over a. It is positive coming to the right hand side, it turns to minus c all over a. Then after this, get the coefficient of x. The coefficient of x here is b over a. So that b over a, which is the coefficient of x, find the half of it. Half of this will give us half of b over a, then square it. That is to make it a perfect square. In order to make an expression perfect, you have to get the coefficient of x there, divide it by 2, then square it and add to that particular equation so that the quadratic equation can be a perfect square. So that 1 times b is b over 2 times a is 2a. So we shall be adding b over 2a all squared to both sides, because in any equation, whatever you add to both sides makes it to be balanced. It cannot change its value. So we can now have that from x squared plus b over ax, we shall add plus b all over 2a all squared. Before we added to the, because we added to the left, we shall still add to the right. To the right we have minus c over a, then we shall add b over 2a all squared also. So that at this particular point it is easy to complete this. This term and these terms that are having the power of 2, just factorize it as x, bring the x, plus coming here you have b over 2a, you have b over 2a. Don't mind the middle term because all squared. The expansion of this particular expression here gives you back the former, which is x squared plus bx over a plus b over 2a all squared. That is the essence of adding that b over 2a to both sides so that it becomes perfect. And once it's a perfect square, this expression here becomes its factorized form. So we'll have minus c all over a plus b squared will still give us b squared. When I square 2a, which is the denominator of b over 2a, I will get 4a squared. Then we continue the simplification. From here, I will still repeat x plus b over 2a all squared is equal to the LCM of a and 4a squared will give us 4a squared. 4a squared divided by a is 4a. 4a times minus c is minus 4ac plus 4a squared divided by 4a squared is 1. 1 times b squared is b squared. So we shall still have x plus b over 2a all squared is equal to, where I have minus 4ac plus b squared, I can start with b squared first because addition is commutative before minus 4ac. Then all over 4a all squared. Remember, when you are having square, you can take the square root of both sides to eliminate that square. Therefore, I can have that x plus b over 2a is the same thing as plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 4a squared. So let's clean this over 4a squared. So we'll clean this and write 4a squared. So we continue. From here, I'll still repeat that x plus b over 2a is equal to plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over this 4. The square root of 4 is 2, and the square root of a squared is just a. Now, I can move this plus here, this b over 2a at the left to the right, so we'll have that x is equal to minus b over 2a plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. And you can sense here that both fractions are having the same denominator of 2a's, hence you can add their numerators. Therefore, x becomes minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So let's clean very well to make our work beautiful. So we'll have minus 4ac all over 2a, and this is just the proved quadratic formula we wanted to prove in the beginning of this class. Thank you for viewing, and may God bless you. Go to Play Store, download and subscribe to the uLesson app so that you can enjoy my math videos. Follow them on TikTok as well.